I already smell good food. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sardinia, Italy. And while Vancouver, you are sleeping right now, look at Italy. It's up and people are enjoying the sun and the gloriousness of Sardinia. You're here the first week of October. It is the perfect time to come as far as we're concerned. Apparently May, June is also amazing, but the water is like a pool right now. So we're later in the season, so the warmth of the ocean is still here, and we have enjoyed every part of Sardinia, or it feels like it, because we landed in Cagliari and then we started our adventure. I'll show you the map of all of our stops. We only spent 2 nights in Gonone, and that's where we rented a boat and went on the very famous coastline there. Oh, we also went to Olbia, and that's the only spot that we got in our whole week where we got mixed weather. But we made the most of it. We toured coastline in a car, and I had some cousins that showed up for 24 hours, which was awesome. They took a jumper flight. If you have friends in Italy, there are inexpensive flights, Florence and Rome, and you can come over to Sardinia. To get into Sardinia, we were in France. The way I did it is you go into the airport arrivals section that you want to arrive at. So I went to the Cagliari airport and looked at all of the different days and found out where planes were coming from. And from there, then I worked to reverse engineered it. Okay, we can fly from Nice to Cagliari. And then we started our trek and we went counterclockwise, Alghero after Olbia, and then we day tripped kind of some coastline in there, walked through Bosa, and then we landed here. Saved not the best for last, because honestly I couldn't pick a favorite because they're all equally stunning. I'll insert some other footage and I'll talk you through some of the other spots that we went to in more detail. Hope you enjoy it. We were leaving France via Avignon, so we took a train up to Nice, jumped into a Bolt. By the way, France Bolt instead of Uber. They're about 30%, 20% discount. And from Nice airport, we flew Rome's quick stopover, and then on to Sardinia. I already smell good food.
Upon arrival, we were able to rent our car and drive 1 hour southeast of Cagliari, and we arrived in the beautiful Villasimius. And the next morning we woke up and checked out the hotel and took in the breakfast. This area of Sardinia is very impressive. In our 24 hours that we spent there, we did check out a few different beaches. There are 6 highly rated beaches, restaurants, a cute little town. This is an overall shot of some of the coastline and beaches, with our resort being on the far right. And I just want to make mention that, again, the breakfasts included in the Italian hotels are off the hook. This is our first morning in Italy, and my God, if you couldn't find something to eat, there is something wrong with you. There is such a wide selection, even of their coffees. It was amazing. Look at the Nutella bottle. After checking out the little town, we headed up north to Gonone. And what surprised me the most was the elevation. We go through a national park, and it's quite the number of switchbacks to go up and down. But we get to Gonone, and it is beautiful. We have another beautiful breakfast the next morning, and then off to rent a boat. There's a center in the town near the marina where you can rent boats, and there's many vendors that have boats plus excursions. You can go with a group of people, and if you didn't want to solo a boat. There's a quick training on safety and how to operate the boat. There are anchors, and they teach you how to properly anchor. There's safety equipment inside the boat, and there's also trackers in the boat. The company knows where you are at all times. Chartering a boat and cruising along the coast of Brunei, otherwise known as the Gulf of Orosei, will be forever in my memory. It was probably the best thing that we did. And I think the boat cost us 150 euros. That was money well spent. We enjoyed the entire day cruising along, jumping off, snorkeling, touching most of the beaches. Truly memorable.
of my favorite things that I bought for the trip, and it is a Turkish towel, but it's made into a robe, and I love it because it is a towel. It's protecting me from the sun while we're on our trip going from little beach to beach along this beautiful coastline. It even has a hat, so protect my head, but I also thought I wanted the hood because I can squeeze my hair up almost like an additional little towel. The other thing you can do with it is it can even be a beach blanket. Whoa! The boat's a rocket. I thought I'd take a small break and show you. Model my, this is like my Turkish towel robe. Ciao. We were up bright and early to drive 1 hour and 20 minutes to the Olbia airport to pick up my cousins who flew in from Florence for a day. So we spent the day, which was not a nice day. It was raining and overcast, but we enjoyed the coastline. We went to Palau and then Porto Cervo coastline, which is the famous Costa Smeralda area region, which is famous for all the rich and famous come, and yachts are parked, and it is quite something to see. Enjoyed the nighttime in Olbia and had a lovely dinner and a stroll. Back in the car in just under 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes, we get from Olbia to Stintino, where we arrive at the famous La Pelosa beach. Beautiful. I feel very lucky to be here, although the weather is not optimum for sure. It is windy. Because of the popularity of La Pelosa Beach, you are required to have a ticket to reserve your spot. They allow 1,500 visitors per day. I'll include the information below. So the sun has come out a little bit here and there. It keeps on coming in and out. But we've spent a couple hours here, and so we are now going to leave, but we couldn't stop without getting a bit of a close-up of it. It is a beautiful beach. After our beach time, we stopped for a lovely lunch in Stintino, and then we drove under an hour to get to Alghero. Alghero is beautiful. The old city is encircled by its ancient walls, and it's known for its gorgeous cobblestone in the old town center. I would definitely go back to Alghero because this is the one city that I didn't feel I had enough time with. It really does deliver history, architecture, archaeology, churches, basilicas, museums. We did take in the great food and the shopping, the boutiques and the nighttime stroll. So definitely we'll be back. Until we meet again, Alghero. We're back on the road to head to our day trip to Bosa, which is en route to going towards the very southern part of Sardinia and head to Chia. Bosa is a charming village built along the Temu River and overlooked by the Saravelli or Malaspina Castle, which is a 10 to 15 minute walk up the hill. Legend has it that there is a tunnel from the castle to the cathedral. The colorful buildings are very charming, and we took in many of the streets, had lunch, had gelato, of course, walked a market, and just enjoyed this little town.
as luck would have it, there was an amazing car show. It was a perfect break to what would be a 4-hour drive heading south to Chia. So this was lovely to get back in the car for a 3-hour drive from Bosa to Chia. The drive from Bosa to Chia is really mixed with lots of elevation changes, rugged coastline, and a lot of agriculture in this quadrant of Sardinia. Welcome to Southern Sardinia and welcome to the Curio Collection Hotel. There's not too many North American chain hotels in Sardinia, so when I got the chance to stay at a Hilton as I'm a member, and it did not disappoint. This is a very beautiful hotel. Each one of the suites is a little duplex style with incredible view and really hiking outside each of your doorways because you're sitting on top of a hill. This is what the hiking was, and there was a lot of hiking all around where we were staying, and the beautiful beach. And you might recognize this as the top of this video is what I chose as my backdrop, which how could I not choose this as my backdrop? This whole section of our Sardinia is filled with resorts and beautiful beaches. I would choose to come back to this area and choose to stay in a different bay because there was lots of gorgeous spots to choose from. Cagliari is our last stop of our 1-week trip. Tourism Sardinia states the capital of Sardinia, Cagliari, is an expression of the Mediterranean atmosphere and offers what you want from a holiday: history, art, sea and parks, comfort, and good food. And I have to agree, we enjoyed ourselves on our last night. This is also where I did my packing video and showed you the gorgeous hotel we stayed at. I'll link it above and on the outro of this video. Hope you enjoyed my video. I thoroughly enjoyed Sardinia and will be back. Thanks for watching.